You know, I remember one time at our church, we had this guest preacher come in, and this guy was the biggest bozo ever. And we had this guy for like 3 or 4 days straight, and I came to every service just because I had a thing where if the church was putting on a service, I was there. And I just sat there listening to this guy service after service, and just each service was worse than the first. Okay. But this guy came in, and I'll just give his name because he's such an idiot. Buddy Blunkall, okay? And this guy came in, and he came, and keep in mind, I was at a red-hot, soul-winning, fire-breathing Baptist church. I mean, this was an exciting church. People were getting saved. People were getting baptized. Great things were happening. People's lives were being changed. And he came in, and he's like, y'all are dead. And I'm like, what? And he's like, y'all are dead. And because he's from these camp meeting circuses in the South or something. And he's telling us about a service he was at where they grab the flag and they're running laps and stuff. Grab the American flag, run laps, grab the Christian flag. Woo! Yeah, glory! You know, one of these things where everybody's clowning and all wild. And he's like, y'all are dead. Because our church acted like normal people. Okay? Because we're from California, amen? You know? But anyway, where normal people are from. But anyway, you know, they're basically think that something great's happening for God because you're running in circles, because you're jumping up and down, because you're screaming amen. And look, I'm all for saying amen. I'm all for being excited. But you know what? You ought to be excited about something of substance. And you know what? It angered me as I sat in the pew listening to him to tell us that we're dead, because I'm thinking to myself, well, that's funny because we're getting people saved every week because we had 50 people out soul winning on Saturday. You know, this is back at we have way more than that here, amen? But back at the church I was at, you know, we had 50 people out soul winning on Saturdays. We had, you know, people getting baptized constantly. People's lives are being changed. The pulpit was red hot. And I'm just thinking about it. In what way, shape, or form are we dead? Just because we're not clowning and being a circus? So don't get a wrong view of what it means to be lively versus being dead. Hey, when you're alive, it's when you have a vision and you're doing great things for God and people are being saved. People are being baptized. Lives are being changed. Not just the wildness of the service. Amen?